holiday, celebrate, woo! If we took a holiday, oh yeah, oh yeah. Took some time to celebrate, oh yeah. Just one day out of life, just one day, it would be so nice. Everybody spread the word. Gonna have a celebration, whoa yeah, all across the world. In every nation, it's time for the good times, oh yeah. Forget about the bad times, oh yeah. Let's all celebrate, let's all come together. Holiday, if we took a holiday, oh yeah. Took some time to celebrate, woo! Hey, Timmy's always Psychic Bob, aka Lord Ision. Oh my gosh, it is so good to be with all of you. Well, welcome to Wednesday. It's Wiccan Wednesday. And I'm here with my buddy Lamb Chop. You say hi to everybody, Lamb Chop? Yeah, you gonna say hi? All right. Well, you know, here it is. Oh, hold on a second, guys. I gotta fix something here on my screen. Hold on just a second. Got a tech problem coming up. All right, so anyways, here we are. It's Wednesday. It's Wiccan Wednesday. And where else would Psychic Bob be but hanging with his tubies? That's right. Here we are. Oh my gosh, Lamb Chop, look. We already got people over in the chat there. There's Stephanie Busby is here. And Volcanic Ice and Queen Cola Bob. Shout out to Queen Cola. She's our moderator. Yay. There's Kim Osborne is here. Kim, don't say that on this show. What'd she say, Lamb Chop? Oh, nothing. You don't need to hear it. Oh my gosh. Look, there's Flying Light is here. Hello, Flying Light. There's Ash is here. Mary Wick is here. Oh my gosh, we got everybody here. Isn't that fun? Isn't that nice? They're all here. Yeah. Well, anyways, guys, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to Wiccan Wednesday with Lord Ision. Here's Luna is here. Oh my gosh. Well, why don't you go over there and sit down so we can talk to everybody, okay? No. You want to stay up here? Yeah. Well, I can't hold you right now because I got to show them some stuff. Is that okay? All right. What's that? Yeah, I'll let you come back in just a little while. All right, go over there. All right. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, welcome to our show. I tell you, are you guys getting ready for Thanksgiving? Those of you who live in the United States know we have this big feast coming tomorrow, Thanksgiving. Kim Osborne says, we're cooking green beans casserole for tomorrow and got bunches of onion rings on it. Ooh! I'm going to Kim Osborne's house. Kim, you got an extra chair for Lord Ision? But if I bring Lamb Chop, will you promise not to scare him, please? He's just a little thing, you know. Yay. Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie says, thank you. I'm bummed that I missed the classes. Well, Stephanie, we're going to be having more classes, so hang in there. By the way, I think we might have one or maybe two spots left for December 5th. For Psychic Bob's Inner Circle. So if you want to get in on that, let me know. A bunch of you here, I sent out invoices for the class. And, first come, first serve. So you pay up your invoices. So I'll make sure you get your spot reserved. And I'm so glad you guys are here, Who said that? What was that? Oh, hey, there's Kate Pigeon. Kate says, I have that same tapestry. But hey, how you like that? That's my Zodiac wheel. We spin around the Zodiac wheel. By the way, speaking of Zodiac, I'm wearing today my astrology t-shirt with all the planets and their astrology glyphs. Isn't that great? I don't even know what they are. Let's see. That's I can't even tell what I got on here today. I think that's Neptune and that's Saturn and Mars and Mercury and Earth. There's Saturn. There's Jupiter. We got Mars. The moon. We got all the planets, Well, thank you, Kate. I'm glad you like my tapestry. Thank you. Yay. Everybody doing good out there? There's Dawn Chances here. Yay. Stephanie, I'm still getting back to people for that. Let me check my email. I've got about 400 emails that came in, literally, in the last 2 days. So I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm literally getting more mail than I can read. So, but I think I think I still have a spot that I can get you in on. Okay. Some people sent me stuff, and when I followed up with them, they didn't respond. So I don't know. We may have more than one spot right now. So if you want to be in on the December 5th class, let me know. All right. Thank you. She said I'll resend it. All right. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. Thank you. So anyways, yes, so Psychic Bob's Inner Circle is a group we have twice a month. It's limited to 10 people per class. And on December 5th, we're doing a class on UFOs, the alien agenda. What's really going on? Stuff I can't talk about here on YouTube, we do in that class. That class has a lot of controversial subjects, and Psychic Bob doesn't hold back. Those of you who've been there know I tell it like it is, and I don't spare anybody's feelings. I'm not always politically correct because on YouTube I have to be politically correct. But in that class, I tell the truth of what's going on. I don't sugarcoat it. So we're going to talk about what's really going on with the alien agenda. What's really going on with the governments of the world? Are they participating in the alien agenda? Is there a cover-up? We're going to explore that in Psychic Bob's Inner Circle. I'm going to give you my prophecies for what is coming with the star people, what's going to be happening on Earth in the coming years. So if you want to be in on that, you need to shoot me an email and send it to PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com, or you can write there, go to my website, PsychicBob.com, and send me an email from there. I have an email form at the bottom of the page. So yeah, now I still have openings for this Saturday's psychic class. I have 2 different classes. One is a Saturday class, which is psychic development. That's what you see below. That you can just register at my website. I have that set up. The Inner Circle is not on my website yet due to technical problems, but you can get into Psychic Bob's psychic development class right there. Okay, PsychicBob.com. It's $30 for the psychic development class each Saturday. We have that 4 times a month, every single Saturday. The Inner Circle is only twice a month. Its price is different. It's $50. And I'll have to send you an invoice for that. Okay. So I hope that clarifies it. Okay. We still have openings for the Saturday class. I may have 1 or 2 openings left for the Inner Circle class for Sunday, December 5th. The Inner Circle is always held on Sunday. Okay, so there you go. All right. Well, I am so glad you guys are here, and it's wonderful to see all of you. You know, I've been sitting here today and contemplating one of my favorite mystical things, my crystal ball. You guys know the crystal ball? Yeah. Well, today we're going to talk about kind of the other scrying device. Now, the crystal I love is one way to get visions and develop your psychic senses, but it's not the only way. And we're going to get into that in just a minute here. But I'm so glad you guys are here. And today we're gonna talk about another device I have, the mystical black mirror. Mystical mirror. Let me show you one of my mirrors. This black mirror is one of the gifts that was given to me last Christmas, and it was from, well, I can't say who it's from. She actually told me not to say it's from, but a YouTuber who I know and friends with sent this to me. I got to polish it again. The problem with black mirrors, it gets smudges so easily. But this is actually made of obsidian. You can see my light. It's a solid piece of obsidian. Obsidian is a volcanic glass. Now, when volcanoes explode, the heat fuses the molten lava and it forms into glass called obsidian. It's a volcanic glass. This is a real gemstone. It's actually a giant gemstone mirror. You know, the black obsidian mirror has a kind of a famous history because there was, back in the Elizabethan times, Queen Elizabeth of England, Queen Elizabeth I, she had a famous court psychic and astrologer whose name was John Kelly, or John D was his name. And John D used a mirror very similar to this. You can actually go to the British Museum and see his scrying mirror. It's a little smaller than mine, but he would use this and gaze into it and get visions. And he gave prophecies that were amazingly accurate to the queen. So he would scry with an obsidian black mirror, you know. Now, black mirrors can be made of anything, and there's a simpler version if you can't afford obsidian, because they do get kind of expensive. You can also have black glass mirrors. And here's one of my black glass mirrors. This is a little one. I have a larger one, but it's in storage right now. But and then I'm having a large one that I'm finishing and repairing for my temple. My large one is going to be about the size of that zodiac wheel back there. So you guys will get to see that when it's finished, you know. I got to take off my shades. I can't see the chat here. All right. So, no, it wasn't Cola Bobs who gave me this mirror, Masters. It was somebody else, but she's asked to be remain silent. That I remain silent. So this is actually, you guys may have seen a few, about a year or so ago, I made a mirror on, hi, Nigella. Nigella, Lori just got, she says, Bob's looking mighty magical. Got on my witch attire. I'll be styling. Thank you. Good to see you. But if you can't afford a black obsidian mirror, and they are very expensive, this little mirror costs about $100. You can get, make your own black scrying mirror. And I have to do a whole separate video on how to make that. I've done one already, but I'll do a newer, updated one soon. But you buy basically a picture frame, something that you just think is a beautiful picture frame. This is a lovely silver picture frame. I don't know if you guys can see it. And you take the glass out and you paint one side of the glass black. And then you put the glass back in the mirror, and then the reflective side, you see how reflective it is? See, that's my studio light there, ring light. Reflects just like a mirror. But when you work with the black mirror, it's not like a silver mirror. You go into a deep. It'll take you into a deep mystical place. I find that it's easier for me to get visions through the black mirror than it is through the crystal ball. Now, I love my crystal, but if I need to get something really quickly, I use the black mirror. It just, for me, works so much quicker, you know? Sorry, guys, I just got hit with an energy weapon. Sorry. I'm not going to stop the show. They just hit me, Queen Cola Bobs, straight in the chest. The lungs. My lungs are hurt. My heart. And they're laughing on the VTK. We're not quitting the show, guys. I'm okay. It's stopped now. I apologize for that. It's nothing I can control. So, as I was saying, the mirrors can be made of many substances. This is black obsidian, which is volcanic glass. These are probably your most expensive. But they're beautiful, and they carry the vibration of a wonderful gemstone. And they have a little higher frequency than the glass because they come from the earth. They're literally natural earth energy in these type of mirrors. Now, as I said, you can also make a mirror. I'm going to make a larger, like an 8x10 frame mirror soon. I'll do a whole video on that. But tonight I just wanted to show you some ideas when you talk about the black mirror. Some of you may not be familiar with it. And the black mirror is a wonderful mystical tool. Most people know about the crystal ball, but not everybody knows about the black mirror. Now, of course, Hollywood would make it all scary and dangerous, you know, but it's not dangerous. It's just a tool. It opens a doorway to the spirit realm. And now the witches of old, the way the Black Mirror evolved actually has an interesting history because, yes, hi, John McMahon. Yes, I am a targeted individual. That is the truth. I'm not going to talk about that tonight, but just know that that electronic attack was orchestrated by the United States government. Now, the way the mirror originated was that the witches of old would oftentimes go to lakes, and at night they would scry in the water of a river or a lake. If you've ever been to a lake or a river at night, it's like a mirrored surface. And so they'd go on the nights of the full moon, and the light would illuminate the water, and they could gaze into the water and see images. And witches of old also discovered that when they would add water to their cauldrons would become like the lake. They'd become mirrors of black water. Now, another type of black mirror is actually the Scrying Bowl. This is actually my Scrying Bowl, and you can see it's a triple goddess, the maiden, the mother, I think that's the crone, actually. This is the maiden. The maiden, the mother, and then the crone. It's triple goddess. But what I can also do is I can add water to this bowl. Those of you who've been with my channel have seen me do this. I'll fill it with water, and then it's a deep black, inky kind of mirror-like surface, similar to the black obsidian. And so you look into it, and it also serves as a black mirror, and you can get images, Yes, Nicola. Nicola says water scrying. That's the name of it. So water scrying, it's its own kind of subject, but that's where the origins of the black mirror came. Before they had the ability to make glass. And you have to remember that glass making was very expensive in the olden times. So back in the Middle Ages, glass existed and mirrors existed, but only the very wealthy could afford them. So the average, country witch didn't have all the money to have mirrors and silver mirrors or black mirrors or glass, but they could. Most everybody in the old days had a cauldron of some sort. Cauldrons were the common kitchen tool. They weren't just for witches. Everybody had a cauldron. And, the witches, though, knew to fill it with water and use it that was the early mirrors. That and going to lakes. And so that's the origin of the black mirror. Now, the really cool thing is that, sorry, guys, my throat's been damaged. I lose my voice here. When they hit my chest, it burnt my throat also. So what I was saying is that, as time evolved and glass became more affordable, this is where glass mirrors started to be made, just like this. Now, today we can all buy glass. It's considered inexpensive, but back in the day, it was really a treasure, And for a witch to have a crystal ball like this was near impossible until much more modern times. The witches of old did have crystal balls if they were quartz crystals, not glass balls. And I'm going to soon have a quartz crystal ball to show you guys as well. We'll do a video on that when it gets here. I just ordered it. It should be here in about 2 weeks. But the cool thing is, if you like doing scrying and you enjoy that sort of stuff, not only do you do, as I said, don't have to spend money to have a big obsidian mirror, okay? What if you're traveling? Like, when I travel, I don't bring this obsidian mirror because it's very expensive. And with my luck, I drop it and shatter it. So what do you do when you're a witch? Well, as I said, one option is you can make a small little miniature scrying mirror like this. This is little, tucks in my Louis Vuitton bag and goes everywhere. But let's say that even that's too much for you to do. What can you do? Well, let me show you something. You'll notice I'm wearing this pendant today, okay? Let me take this off. I want you guys to look at this. All right. So this mirror on the surface appears to be a silver pendant. It's got some glare here. Come a little closer. It's actually a picture of the moon goddess. Do you see her flowing hair? It's her in profile with the moon on her head. Hopefully you can see that. Can you guys see that? I know the light, I gotta fix my lighting here. So, but this appears to be a picture of the moon goddess. Thank you, Mysterious 1111. But watch, when I flip it over, what's the back side? It's a gemstone. What is this? This one is actually polished black onyx. This is what is known as a scrying pendant. So you can wear this and carry it with you. It looks like a piece of jewelry. And if you need to do a reading or connect to a spirit, you can use your pendant, just hold it in your hand and look into it, and you can start to get a vision. You know, we can look into it and see the same as our large mirrors. You can get a vision. Once you practice getting used to scry, you can get a little vision. It's like looking into a little microscope, but you can get a vision through the pendant. So if you like scrying mirrors and you want to start really working with this, you might want to also invest in a pendant. They sell them. You can buy them online. Look up Scrying Pendant. And what they'll do is the back side is made of usually onyx or obsidian. Usually onyx, it's a little stronger for jewelry than obsidian. But this is actually a real onyx stone. And you can see how it's like a mirror. See how it's reflecting my screen. Isn't that amazing? So pretty cool stuff. And then you've got your witch's tool, you see, with you always. See how that works? And now I'm wearing, it's hard to see on this t-shirt today. Let me button up my sweater here. So as you can see, this is a lovely piece of jewelry. Now walking down the street, nobody's going to know that it's a witch tool because it hides the scry. Now if you're really open, you can wear either side, you know, but it is actually a tool of the witches. Isn't that amazing? Huh? How do you like that? Now, I thought I'd show you also, I've got a few other scrying pendants because I love scrying and I like doing it. It's kind of, for me, very relaxing. So I also have another scrying pendant here, which I bought. I think I got this one on Etsy. Etsy's really great for scrying jewelry. But look at this one. It's set in silver and it's got a beautiful border around it. Can you guys see that? This one is a rather high domed pendant. You know, it doesn't matter if it's deep dome or shallow dome, but this one's a little thicker. But this is also onyx inset in silver. Isn't that beautiful? How do you like that? Yeah. And then I also have another pendant. This one's a larger one. If you like a little larger, you can buy these in any size. This is another onyx pendant. Let me just take this off well, actually, I'll just use this one. Give you guys an idea here. So there's a larger one, there's a smaller one. It doesn't matter. It's whatever size you enjoy. This one is my larger one. It's in a silver setting as well. And I don't have it on a cord right now, but like this one, it can be put on a cord and worn as a pendant. You see, so I like the scry and the black mirrors because I find them easier to use even in daytime. You know, when you work with the crystal ball, it's lovely, but you kind of have to have the right conditions. You need dim lighting and you settle down and go into it. The scrying mirror is easier to use in any type of lighting because it's so deep and dense. Even in broad daylight, you can actually go into it and have an in-depth experience, you know. Thank you, Sarah Magia. Thank you. She said, "Oh, these are beautiful. Thank you." You know, so there are a lot of ways to work with the scrying mirror. if you find that you want to work with the scrying mirror, what you want to do is after you make it, you want to do a consecration of it. So you want to, however you like to do it, sprinkle with holy water, pass it through incense, do an invocation of the spirits or the gods that we work with, and consecrate. A lot of witches, what they'll do is they'll make an herbal infusion or herbal tincture with mugwort. They'll soak mugwort in like vodka or alcohol, some type of alcohol for a few days, and then they take the liquid, which has absorbed the herbal essence, and they polish and clean the mirror. That mugwort is traditionally the herb that's associated with magic and scrying among the Wicca. And so that's another one, make an herbal infusion and clean it. It's like an herbal tea, but you wash the mirror with it, And, Queen Kolobob says, Bob, I saw a gray alien looking at me when I passed my black mirror. What's that mean? Is it bad? Well, Queen Kolobob, that's a good question, because these mirrors can be portals for various beings who have spiritual power to come through. It's my belief that the aliens, most of the alien life in the cosmos has psychic ability and can move through dimensions. What I would encourage you to do is after you make your black mirror, when it's not in use, put a cloth over it. Just get a simple fabric, piece of black fabric, cover the mirror. It's traditional that scrying devices, when not being used, are covered. That just kind of keeps the portal closed. Now, I also have a tradition of opening and closing the portal. So if I'm going to do a scrying session with my black mirror, I usually take my athame or wand and I trace a pentacle. And I'll say, here this pentacle I lay for blessing and protection by night, by day. And then to open the portal, I say, let us see what we shall see, as I will, so mote it be. And that opens the portal. And then after I finish my scrying, have my spiritual experiences, then I close the portal. And I usually say, in a similar type of spell, I say, here this pentacle I lay to close this portal now today. I have seen all I shall see. Close this portal, so mote it be. Do you guys get that? So I think that, you want to think of opening your portal and closing. And after you close it, then you can just put a cover, over a little cloth, Volcanic Ice is a black velvet mojo bag. Will do also if you have one. Yeah, you can put it in a black bag as well if you have that. If you have a little mirror like these ones I actually keep. I don't have my bags here. They're across the room, but I keep them stored in a little velvet black bag when I'm not wearing them, John McMahon says, I saw a black smoke cat that looked a little like tumbleweed. It was very scary. This is the thing with the black mirror, John. Thank you for sharing that. The black mirror tends to bring up some pretty intense and dramatic stuff. A lot of times when you start working with the black mirror, you'll see like colors in it, like flashes of color. You might see smoke. You might see a face come through. It's just my experience. I'm not saying it's for everybody, but it's my experience. I get much quicker, more intense results with the black mirror. So I myself am a big fan of it, Yes, Volcanic Ice, you have to close the portal when it's not in use. You're absolutely right. That's what I was just showing, So, hi, Nigella, for me. Let me just quash that rumor. Queen Kolobobs and I are not married yet, but we think of like we're kind of married. So we have a deep soul connection. So anyways, the black mirror really is a magical tool for witches. And it's something that I really encourage you, to explore, because you'll find that when you work with it, it takes you into that place of mystery, that place of magic. Hi, Nigella. Yes. But let me tell you, if we do, you'll be the first to know, okay? The Black Mirror, as I said, though, I like it. And, all I can say is, you have to try it to know it. I consider and tell you about it. But I want to encourage you guys, the point of our videos here is I want to encourage you to take and run with some of the ideas I share. See where it takes you, What are some possibilities that could come for you? I think it's really amazing stuff, And I think you'd find that you get a lot out of it, So, how many of you out there have had experiences with the Black Mirror? Any of you work with it? Volcanic Guys, sounds like about the Black Mirror. Do you have anything you'd like to tell us about your experiences with the Black Mirror? I know Queen Cola Bobs has worked with the Black Mirror, So you know what I'm saying? There's so much, so many people have had so many experiences. There's John McMahon says, when I made mine from Bob's video, Isis told me to make a purple mirror. Well, John, I have heard of people tell me they use different colors and get different effects. So if you made a purple mirror, it sounds awesome. I hope that it helped you. I don't think it has to be black. I think traditionally it has been black simply because they copied the water. Like when you look at a body of water, a lake at night, it looks like black water. When you look at water in a kettle, it looks like black. And that's where the idea of black glass came from. Do you know in ancient Greece, they used to have pools, like they'd have rectangular shaped pools. They were shallow, maybe 12 to 14 inches deep, but they were done in black marble, and they would fill them with water, and then have lamps like fire, torches in the room. They were scrying temples of black water, and I think that's really cool. And so, eventually, I'd like to have a house where I can build one of those in a whole scrying room with a giant pool of water. It's my experience also that you will get a different effect with water, sometimes than glass. The thing is, I believe that when you use a natural element like water, it brings a little more electrical current, a little more electrical energy to the whole thing. And I find that water scrying is also equally very powerful. Sometimes for me, I get even a quicker result with the water than with the glass mirror, but really, they're all good. I'm not saying any of them are bad, but for me, because I resonate to water energy, it really seems to work for me. There's Alicia Faye. Alicia says, I wear a double-sided pendant for close to 10 years daily. It's turquoise on one side and onyx on the back side. Ooh, I bet that's lovely. It's in a heart. The onyx side is a perfect mirror, but I have yet to use it. Well, Alicia, maybe you'll start to explore that today. When you wear it, all you got to do is, you want to consecrate it and ask that the portal be opened. Because when you open that portal, then things start to happen, So, Kim Osborne says, can you do a green one? Actually, I think you can honestly do any color that you want, that you connect with. But I'm just speaking from the historical Wiccan perspective, is that the witches of old tended to use black mirrors based on the water at nighttime. That's where it all originated. Some of you have been with me have seen when I go out on my walks, and we've actually done scrying out at the creek, the New Ganges River near my house. And when it gets warmer, right now we're getting into winter, it is freezing cold where I live. But we're going to go back out when it's warm in the spring. We'll go into the water. There's Argos says a black Waterford bowl. Oops, I just lost it. Would be lovely to water scry by. You know what? Argos? I actually have a black crystal bowl that I bought for it, and I cannot find it. I put it up because I'm cleaning out my house. I've stored it somewhere, and now I can't find it. I was going to bring that to show you guys tonight. It's not Waterford, but it looks like Waterford. It's black crystal. So yes, you can use a black crystal bowl also for scrying. Put water in it. Somebody asked me once, well, Bob, can I use my cell phone? Because my cell phone is black. Like, here's my cell phone. All right. Can we use our cell phone? Oops, hold on a second. To scry with? And the answer is technically yes, you can. It's black like a black mirror. Okay, you see it's reflective. But I would encourage you not to use your cell phone. Why? Your scrying mirror should be something sacred that's set aside. Your cell phone, you do so much talking on, you play games, there's so much other energy connected. I don't think it makes for a good scrying portal. That's just me. You may see it differently, but I wouldn't encourage you, because also, if you're in the middle of a scrying session and a call comes in, you break your connection. And sometimes once you break that connection, you just can't get it back. So I would encourage you not to use your cell phone. I can't wait till I get restored and set up my giant scry mirror. I have a scry mirror, literally, see how big that wheel is back here? It's that big. And we're going to do a whole ritual soon with that. I'm just clearing out an area where it's being set up now. And I'm building a stand that it sits on. But I'm going to have a mirror as large as that big wheel back here. Isn't that great? So you guys want to see that when we get that? I think you're going to want to see that. So anyways, I just want to spend a few minutes today with you guys and, just let you know about the black scrying mirror. If you're somebody you said, Bob, I've tried to use the crystal ball, doesn't work for me, you may find the mirror gives you a very different experience. Yeah, Queen Cola Bob's to see my mirror. I'm repairing it. It's got some damage on it for where it was in storage. But once it's ready and I have the stand set up, it's going to be an amazing, it's literally as big as this, maybe even a little bigger, massive scrying mirror. And I'm going to get some really cool experiences with that, So, yeah, we're going to have that. It's going to be an amazing and huge scrying mirror. Thank you. Queen Cola Bob's put in the chat how to connect with me. Those of you are asking about readings. I'm a little backlogged on readings, but I will get to you. So if you call me, 703-825-3929 is my phone number. Again, 703-825-3929. That's my office number. Don't call it just to hang out with Psychic. I love to talk to people, but some people call me like, hey, I just want to hang out. And I can't do it. That number is for business. If you want to buy a reading, call that number, okay? You can also email me at PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com to get in on the Psychic Bob's Inner Circle. If our December 5th fills, which it looks like it is, I think I only have 1 or 2 spots left, we're going to do the next Inner Circle on December the 19th. So if you want to get in on the December 19th class, send me an email this week, and I'm going to start compiling that group. It's limited to 10 people per class. The reason why it's limited to 10 people is I want to spend quality time with each person. It's really like Inner Circle, so you can really talk. Because if I open it up and have a 200-person group, which I could and have in the past, I find that the quality is not as good, So the Inner Circle is really meant for those who are really serious about spiritual life and really want to hear my prophecies and teachings. It's a 2-hour class, and it's going to be the first hour I teach on a subject. So this week on the next week, December 5th class, I'm going to teach on the alien agenda, what's really going on. The second hour I'm going to allow people to ask questions, private reading. If you want to ask psychic questions about your own life or your psychic development or whatever, you have time with me for private questions. The price for the Inner Circle is $50, but you're getting 2 hours on personal time with Psychic Bob. You're not going to get a better deal than that anywhere. There's no psychic at my level right now that's offering that sort of program. at that price. So some of you have been here. I think, Robin, were you in my inner circle last time? I think you were there. You were there, weren't you? Would you tell people what you thought about it? I think you had a good time, didn't you? You know? So Robin says, where did you find that big mirror, Bob? I actually made it. And I'll explain all that in the video, but I made the mirror. It was actually made from a piece of sheet glass that I got from a junkyard. Actually, no, it wasn't junk. It was a moving sale. I did go to a junkyard once and look at glass, but I didn't get. But this was actually from a movie. It was a piece of plate glass, and I made the mirror from it. So yeah, are we breaking up? Okay. Robin Boston said, I love the inner circle. John McMahon says, the mirror from Snow White. Yeah, my mirror is going to be like the one from Snow White. Actually, I think it's going to be a little bigger than the one in Snow White. So thank you, Robin. Robin said she loved the inner circle. Thank you, Robin. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. So anyways, guys, I'm not going to stay on here because Psychic Bob is actually going to have a little bit of a break. I'm taking off tonight and tomorrow. I'm not doing any readings for 2 days. I just need a break. But, you know, I'm already full through the weekend with readings, but I'm taking off tonight and tomorrow just to unwind. So, thank you. Queen Cola Bob says, honestly, it's an amazing mirror. What he's done with it, I was shocked. Yeah, we're going to have that soon, guys. So, you know, just hang with me. That's one of the things I'm working on the next few days. I'm preparing the area. I'm clearing out some books. I have a bookcase there, so I'm moving out a bunch of books. And then that area where the bookcase is going to be where my giant mirror is. And we'll be starting to do rituals with that mirror. And, you know. Cola says, my Bob's is shattered. Yeah, I've been working an awful lot. And I love you, all of you. You know that. It's not that I don't want to talk to you. But even Psychic Bob has to have a little downtime. So tonight, I'm just Netflixing and chilling. And tomorrow is a whole day of Netflix and chill. I'm staying home. I'm not really going anywhere big. I'm just going to have a quiet day at home. And it's the first Thanksgiving I've had in years where I haven't had to be somewhere. And, you know, honestly, I need the break. So anyways, I think I might stop by Kim Osborne's house for some dinner. Did you say Queen Cola Bobs and I are invited over for that casserole? It sounds good. Thank you, Robin says, you deserve a break. Take care of yourself. That's really cool about making that huge mirror. Robin, when you see it, you're going to be blown away by it. It's pretty cool, you know. So I'm really excited about it. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. And you guys are going to get a lot, because what we're doing is I get that temple room prepared. That's going to be our new studio. So I'm going to do shows there. I'll have set up where I can actually teach magic and do rituals and all of that. And by the way, speaking of rituals, we've got a Queen Cola. Well, I'll tell you guys tomorrow. I've got to talk to Queen Cola. We got to coordinate a date for the tea. We're going to have a witch's tea this December, in the next few weeks here before Yule, for Christmas. And I'll let you guys know what day that's going to be. But we're going to do a meet and greet. It's on Zoom. It's going to be a fundraiser for the order. We're reforming the Order of the Purple Cord. We're doing a lot of changes. And we're going to keep the tea cheap. It'll be like $5 to attend. But it's a meet and greet, and we're going to do it on Zoom. And it's called the Witch's Tea. The Witch's Yule Tea. And what we're inviting people, anybody who wants to be part of the Order of the Purple Cord, is invited to that tea. And we ask that if you can, you don't have to, but we're asking if you can, dress in something witchy. Like maybe you have a cool witch hat from Halloween that's in the closet. Wear that. Wear that to the witch's tea. You know, maybe you have a beautiful veil that you wear as a witch, a black lace mantilla. You can wear that. You wear whatever you want to the witch's tea. But we're going to announce, I'll have that, I think, after I talk to Queen Colobus. I got to talk to somebody else as well. We'll have the day, probably tomorrow I'll announce that. Anyways, be here tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon. I am going to do a Thanksgiving greeting for you guys. It will be short, but we're going to be here live tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon for Thanksgiving greeting from Psychic Bob. And I'm going to share my thoughts about Thanksgiving. And, hopefully you'll come out for that and it'll brighten your holiday. For those of you who are not in the United States, this is a holiday where we celebrate we're thankful. We're thankful for food. We're thankful for our lives. I think it's a wonderful holiday, Alicia Faces, I wanted to join the order several years ago. I guess it's time to have a go now. Yes, Alicia, you're welcome to apply. If you want to be in the Order of the Purple Cord, just send me an email and I'll put you on the list if you'd like to come to the Witch's Tea. At the Witch's Tea, we're really going to do, it's kind of a meeting. It's going to be a social time, but also a meeting of the order to talk about the changes. We are also going to install Lady Nicola, Queen Kolobobs, as the new High Priestess. Some of you may not have heard, she is now the High Priestess of the order, and we're going to do a ritual at the tea of installation to install her in her office and formally grant her the title of ladyship as a member of the nobility of the order and a member of the board of elders. So yes, you can call her Lady Nicola or Lady Cola. She goes by either, I think. Queen Kolobobs. Her name is actually Nicole. So Lady Nicola or Lady Cola. And that's going to be her title. She will be a titled member of the nobility. Some of you may not know that in Wicca that they do have the tradition of granting titles. My title is Lord Ision. Your title doesn't have to necessarily be your name. It can be a spiritual name. So I took the name of Ision. The title is Lord Ision. And so that's what I'm known as the head of the order. In ritual gatherings of the order, I'm addressed as Lord Ision. And whenever I do Wiccan Wednesday, I always identify myself as Lord Ision because that's my Wiccan title. Titles of the Wicca are considered valid, universally recognized titles of nobility. When religious orders, which we are an actual registered religious order, grant titles, they are recognized by international law as titles of nobility. So Queen Kolobobs will literally legally be Lady Nicola. And so that will be her legal title. So anyways, I hope you'll come out to our tea tomorrow. Once I coordinate, I got to check some stuff. I'll tell you what date we're going to have it on, dates and times and all that. So be back here tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon for my Thanksgiving greeting. I love all of you. I'm going to cut out of here now and have a little quiet time. Thank you for being here. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the mystical black mirror, and put in the comments below what you thought of this, and maybe you have a black mirror that you work with. I'd love to hear about it. Alicia says, I can't wait for the tea then. I would love to see the coronation and the lady. I still never seen you. LOL. I tend to come and go, but I am trying to become more grounded. Well, wonderful, Alicia. Well, come out and hang with us. And, but I'll let you guys know tomorrow the date of the tea. Thank you, Robin. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. And we'll see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon Eastern. That's 12 Eastern, 11 Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, 9 a.m. Pacific. For those of you in Europe, 5 p.m. London time, 6 p.m. Paris time for the show tomorrow. So 12 o'clock noon, and we'll be there. Kim just said, I feel like every day with Bob Love, I'm in church. Thank you. Blessings to you. Well, you guys are great. I love you. We'll be back here tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon. We'll see you then. Until then, as the witches always say, may you always blessed be.